mega bullish news as Facebook announces its newest crypto play. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is inching ever closer to new all-time highs. And some big news out of Eastern Europe where a major economy is discussing replacing their dollar reserves with crypto. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. All of that and more in today's video. My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing, so if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, make sure you subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, you can take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button just for the old YouTube algorithm. That would be much appreciated. And obviously, if you do want to know when I put out a new video, you should click on that notification bell. Now, every single week, my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report designed to help keep you ahead of the curve in this fast-moving market. Every single issue, you're going to get a step-by-step DeFi tutorial, an interview with an industry leader, a deep dive altcoin report, trending coin analysis, top-tier technical analysis, token sales, airdrops, portfolio updates, and much more, all for less than $10 a week. Meaning that this is the most value-packed and at the same time the most affordable investor report on the market. Click on that link down below where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts. Wowzers, Bitcoin, just wowzers. It is now, you can see here, this little blue box, 1% away from the all-time high is where we got today. Actually, a little less than that, a little bit, there you go. 0.75% away from the all-time high is where we got today. Close, so close. Bitcoin, you're teasing us, man. You're teasing us. Of course, some people stepped up to take profits at that point. Price has come down a little bit since then, but oh man, so close, so close. This candle, by the way, is actually the highest daily close in history for Bitcoin. We're around for history. Great events are happening in front of us. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. It's amazing. Now, look, I just want to mention, I'm not actually buying any Bitcoin right now. I'm not selling any Bitcoin either. I've frequently talked about on this channel, Bitcoin, Ethereum, long-term wealth assets for me. But I'm not buying right now. I might throw some more cash into Bitcoin when we do get a correction, which will come at some point, whatever that price that's going to be at. We'll see, obviously. But I've stacked a lot of Bitcoin back at, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000, $42,500. I'm kind of chilling at the moment. I'm actually chasing after altcoins a lot more these days, farming a lot of altcoins. I made a video about that on Sunday, talking about how I'm farming the Grow coin, talking about how I'm farming Convex Finance right now, talking about how I'm farming Tokemak. This is where I'm putting a lot of my money at the moment, so I'll continue to do that. Obviously, profits will get rotated into more Bitcoin, into more Ethereum, but right now I'm not throwing any cash into either of the big boys, chasing after different opportunities at the moment. But I'll tell you this, if I see a 15 or 20% daily correction candle for Bitcoin or for Ethereum, I'm a buyer. I am buying at that point. Now, currently, I'd just like to point out here too, let's just reset that scale so it's a little bit prettier looking. Currently, the RSI, you can see right here, we have creeped up ever so slightly into the overbought territory. Now, that does not mean that the price of Bitcoin is going to correct dramatically or anything, but it is definitely showing that the market is getting a bit overextended. As we discussed yesterday in the video, the open interest for Bitcoin has reached near all-time highs. Not quite there yet, but we're definitely moving in that direction. Now, Bitcoin could continue to rally. We could set a new all-time high for open interest before we see a big correction. But usually, these giant spikes in open interest come before a bit of a correction. Now, look, it's just been so bullish recently that hasn't really mattered. People have been longing their longs and making money on their longs, on top of longs, and then longing some more. But what tends to happen when you have such dramatically high spikes in open interest is that it can lead to a cascading sell-off where you get that 15 or 20% daily drop. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or next week or whatever, but it's something I would keep an eye out for. I prefer to buy on red days versus green days for my crypto purchases, so I'll be watching to add Bitcoin and Ethereum on a red day. So keeping an eye out for that. But it's just been incredibly bullish recently. The red days, we have not had any significant red days in quite a while. Oh, remember that one back in early September? That 20% daily candle? That was good times. I liked that. That was a good time back then. But we have now since, of course, broken out of our major downtrend here. Market's looking super bullish. ETF course just approved as well. So the Bitcoin ETF, the ProShares Bitcoin ETF, I know I said I wasn't going to talk much more about Bitcoin ETFs, but I just have to. It's just, I wanted to update you on this, but I'm telling you, we're going to talk a lot less about it. A lot less. The Bitcoin ETF, the ProShares Bitcoin ETF, it did over $1 billion in volume on its first day. That means that it is the second biggest volume ETF ever for first day trading volume. Pretty damn cool stuff right there. That's obviously showing that there is a lot of demand for Bitcoin ETF products. Even a junky garbage product like this Bitcoin futures backed ETF. Just wait until we get a Bitcoin spot ETF. The demand is so high for these Bitcoin products from institutional players. They rammed $1 billion in trading volume day one. It's pretty impressive. Pretty damn impressive. So that's just a cool little bit of news to share with you. Next up, let's talk about inflation. Our good old frenemy, inflation. Our friend, because of course, the more inflation ravages fiat, the more Bitcoin goes up. And our enemy, of course, because it's destroying the livelihoods of people all around the world. Inflation, man. Billionaire investor Carl Icahn has said that he thinks Bitcoin may be the best hedge for inflation. He's right. I agree. Carl, welcome to the party, man. I love to see it. Bitcoin, it's such a unique asset. It's the store of value. It's the inflation hedge. And look, a lot of their cryptos, they're fulfilling different niches within the economy, whether we talk about platforms, smart contracts, and lending protocols and all this stuff. But Bitcoin's your gold. Bitcoin's gold 2.0. It's got so many interesting characteristics that make it in so many ways better than gold. It's more portable, it's more divisible, all that kind of stuff. Hard capped, we know there's definitively only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever, whereas gold, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? It is nice, of course, to hold a little, gold coin in your hand once in a while, but Bitcoin, man, it is the best inflation hedge. And here's the deal with it being the best inflation hedge. All those funds and different investors who have been investing in gold, $10, $11 trillion market cap, something like that at the moment. How long till more of these guys start catching on to, hey, actually, why do I have gold when I should have Bitcoin? Bitcoin is an undervalued store of value. It's an undervalued inflation hedge. It's worth 1/10 of what gold is by market cap. So there's a lot of room here for Bitcoin to grow, even to just match the market cap of gold. And I think that Bitcoin will go beyond the market cap of gold. So something to watch out for. I'm glad to have more famous billionaire investors on board to spread the good word of Bitcoin. Next up, let's talk about Russia. Russia is considering replacing dollars with crypto long term. So this came from the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. This has not come from the central bank, just so you know. Has not come from the Finance Ministry, but the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Obviously, they're dealing a lot with the Forex stuff and imports and exports, so they're seeing what is going on. Now, we just had Putin come out about a week or two ago, and he said that, well, we want to see crypto payments. Probably not ready to look at crypto payments for our commodities yet. That's, of course, oil. The petro Bitcoin is going to become a reality one of these days. We will see people trading Bitcoin for oil. Bitcoin could literally replace the US dollar in the global economy. That would be, of course, a game changer for the price of Bitcoin. If you think Bitcoin's bullish now, wait until it becomes the monetary standard for trading global commodities like oil. That would be pretty crazy. Now, look, they did say in this article here that it's a consideration right now where we're looking to de-dollarize even more. Russia has been de-dollarizing for a while, and they want to continue to de-dollarize. They would like to start to look at, of course, alternative currencies, but particularly they said they're looking at digital assets to replace some of their reserves. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to go all in on Bitcoin, but you could easily see where they're going to come with a few percent, 10% maybe, who knows, of Bitcoin. Other cryptocurrencies, they'll probably be using Ethereum. We have Russia's biggest bank, Cyberbank, which is part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. So we could see these relationships really starting to come to fruition in a meaningful way in one of the world's largest economies. I'm telling you, if we start seeing big economies like this hopping on the crypto train, it's going to be so crazy. And there's already no stopping it. The crypto train is just a force to be reckoned with. The sooner countries adopt, the more benefit they can get from it. You know, that adoption curve bell. Well, that basically rewards the earliest believers the most. Now, for retail investors and institutional investors, we're still pretty early on that. But in terms of country level adoption, we're still in the very earliest stages of adoption. So any country getting on board with that, massive, massive potential benefits. Final story for today, Facebook. Facebook, man. Look, I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I think a lot of people are not big fans of Facebook for a lot of good reasons. But there's one thing you cannot deny is that Facebook has got billions of people using their platform. It is ubiquitous. And yeah, I know Facebook has kind of become like it's just for grandma's platform, but you know, there's a lot of people on Facebook, regardless of, you know, the stories we like to say about it. Facebook's massive. It is the biggest social media network in the world. It's a damn big deal. In case you've been living under a rock for a while, Facebook, they're kind of big. They're kind of important. Now, Facebook finally launching a cryptocurrency service. Now, they've been talking about building their own cryptocurrency for a very long time, and they've run into all kinds of regulatory issues with that. But what we're seeing now is they're launching a cryptocurrency wallet. So they're partnering up with Coinbase and Paxos stablecoins to launch a digital wallet called Novi. Now, it's just in its pilot phases right now. It's only available in the US and in Guatemala, which, you know, remittances going back and forth. Game-changing stuff here. This can literally introduce crypto to billions of people. This is how crypto goes mainstream. This is how you get everybody getting a wallet in their pocket for crypto. Sure, they're just playing with stable coins right now, and Facebook may never allow for Bitcoin or any of that stuff. They probably will at some point because there'll be the demand for it, but they don't need to. Even if they just gave people simple access to stable coins, it's the gateway drug. Once people start getting crypto stable coins and start doing different things with them, everything just goes crazy. It pops open and the markets will get so bullish because we'll get so much more money coming in. If you want to have a super cycle and a continuing market cycle where prices continue to rise, you need to have more money coming in to push it up. This story right here, game changing for that. I know it's early. I know it's the pilot version. I know it's only in 2 countries, one of course, which happens to be the biggest economy in the world, but still damn big news. Anyway, your question for today. What do you think about this Facebook news? Is this a big deal or is it going to be a big old fat nothing burger? Let me know down below in the comments section. Thanks so much for watching today's video and peace out till next time.